Welcome everyone. Today we have another Path of Exile 2 news update. And yes guys, we have some official hotfixes which may be massively game changing. So there's hotfix 3, hotfix 2, hotfix 1 and the previous hotfix. So what is happening and what is the most important part about the hotfix is the corruption skill level modifier wasn't applying. So if you haven't watched our previous video, I was demonstrating and also testing that the corruption skill level +1 or -1 wasn't working. So with the latest hotfix, let's have a look at how this can be happening and how this can greatly change the market price of items. So what I want to show you guys is the market price of those items has been a little lower simply because a lot of veteran players knows the +1 level from corruptions are not working. And once this fix is publicly live and players know about this, the price of any of those endgame skill gems with +1 level to corruption will be massively increased in price. So you need to know about this. If you haven't picked up your +1 to skill gems like me over here, I haven't been picking up the +1 level because I know they're bugged. It's not worth me in trying for those. So the biggest important thing to notice with today's latest hotfix is the corrupted skills level modifiers that wasn't applying is not applying. This means that these gems that is now currently selling for 20 or 30 divine might be selling for 30 or 40 or even 50 divine very soon as people pick up those items. Now, I'm not saying the skeleton archers or the skeleton snipers are the only gem that will be affected. Any gem for any build that can use +1 level to corrupt the skills will be affected. At the same time, in the previous video, I also tested that the -1 was not working as well. So if you are using a -1 to corrupt the gem skills, previously it was fine because corruption doesn't matter. -1 doesn't affect you. But now if you're using a -1 to corruption skill gems, you should consider not using this anymore because this will actually apply the negative effect of the corruption skill gems. For more information on how this is happening, make sure you watch this previous video because both of those were not working before until the latest fix. So the second hotfix is a bug where the inherent weapon skills weren't showing when linking in chat or trade windows. Well, this is not the biggest thing, but sometimes there are items that can provide a skill that allows the item for selling a lot of profits. So one of the examples we had is one of the Blood Mage lightning bolt from my previous build with my friend that can sell for a lot of divines if it is a level 19 skill. A client crash related to power siphon. Yes, there has been a lot of client crashes since the latest hotfix, so it's good that they're fixing this. And the next one we have a buffer underflow client crash. Again, very good that they are addressing the client crash issues. I have had a lot of viewers saying that they have been crashing and also the game is just not playing well since the latest update. So coming back over here, this patch has been deployed without restarting the server. You will need to restart your client to receive the patch changes of this patch. So if you guys want to get your corrupted gems working, make sure you actually restart the game. Now, keep going. We have hotfix number 2. So fix a bug introduced in patch 0.1 where players will lose life or energy shield from actions such as using flasks, which is a little awkward. So they introduced the bug from the latest patch change of this massive patch change list, and that is fixed. So you can use your flags freely now. This also applies to new instances. And here we have hotfix 1. So adjusted thread priorities to reduce CPU over utilizing. This is important. This will help prevent crashes under specific situations. Because as again I mentioned in a lot of the comments from the latest feedback of the patch fix, which is massive. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. And the latest fix means that we need some optimization. I am getting a lot of feedbacks from players saying they are crashing the game, and especially the punishment for crashing the game with boss is very punishing and sometimes you die because of that. This is a good approach. Again, fix a client crash that could occur in automatums, which is also good. Again, all three of those updates and also hotfixes are updated without you having to, I guess you do have to restart your game, but this is not restarting the server, which is also important because you can be playing a certain map, a juiced map or pinnacle boss, and if the server gets restarted, you may be losing your map. Now, during this time, I want to address a few of the important questions that has been asking me since the latest video. The first question is, when are we going to get the patch balances? I have seen a lot of questions, and yes, I am waiting. I'm waiting for the patch balances. I'm always checking for you guys every hour or two. Because as you guys know, the Path of Exile 2 developers are from New Zealand and I'm from Australia. So we actually have similar time zones. So for the first time in my gaming career, my time zones is actually a benefit. So during the day, I'm checking the news for you guys to check for the latest update. And from what I've been hearing from my friends, it is likely we might not get a patch balance note this week. This is a speculation, but for those of you that has been waiting for a hotfix or a patch balance, the hotfixes are coming very fast, and the patch notes for the class balancing, the nerf to class and also build and also skills may be coming as late as next week. Because the developers will take some time to figure out what is happening and how they can balance the class without taking the fun out of the class. Even though a lot of content creators myself are waiting for those changes, we also expect the developers to take their time, make the proper adjustment instead of just nerfing all the class, all the fun builds to the ground. Because players play the early access for enjoyment, and we don't want to play slow and like silly builds, right? So let me know what you guys think about this part in the comments below. Do you think we'll be getting a patch balance this week? And it's likely, guys, we're getting a patch balance next week. So for those of you that's waiting like me, make sure you subscribe to keep updated of the latest changes, because once the patch notes comes out with the balancing of the class, I'll let you guys know as quickly as I can. Now, before we finish the video, some of my viewers actually shared me this particular post, some of my Chinese viewers. So here, what I want to share is I want to test out this method, and this can potentially save you a lot of times in mapping. So mapping device, coming over to the mapping device. So notice that I cannot see the ranges of the towers, and we have taught this previously. So I'm just going to talk about this one and also the one additional method with the mapping of the tablets and also towers. So currently there is a bug, and we believe this is a bug. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. So you cannot see the range of the tablet towers in the hideout. But if you come over to the Exile Refuge, if you come over to this mapping device, you can now hover your mouse over, and then this should show you the radius of the towers. Now, this is something we spoke about in the previous video, right? So what they're saying is if you scroll your mouse and you press ESC, and notice that, did that do something magical? Look at the map. Did I just zoom out map 2 times? Yes, I just zoomed out the map. So what I did over there is I pressed the 2 hands. So one hand is going to scroll down with the mouse, the other hand is going to press ESC at the same time. And this allows me to zoom out of the map, but if you zoom again, you come back. So zoom out, press this, and I'm fully zoomed out. And this will stay zoomed out unless you move your mouse scroll. And if I move my mouse scroll, it comes back in. So this is a magical way of expanding your map on the map device, and as long as you do not press the scroll button, you'll have a zoom out map. And oh boy, does this help. You're scrolling and moving so much faster because you're seeing so much radius, and the range of the towers can more be accurately noticed. So again, a big thank you for all the viewers who's been sharing me with additional tips. Whenever I get a chance, I will share this with you guys after testing this one. And a shout out and also thank you for the Chinese content creator rxmoon over here for sharing this method. So if you guys find any other great method, any tips related to POE, make sure you share with me in the comments below or directly message me on Discord, so we can be having amazing maps and also better views of the game. That is pretty cool, right? So if you guys discover any cool tricks and if you want a shout out, let me know as well in the comments and also on Discord. Now, before we finish, if you guys haven't subscribed, this is a really good time to do so, because I'll be looking into the latest Path of Exile 2 news on different communities and also on our official forum, official webpage. I'll also be looking into the best build for each of the class as the meta develops with the Chinese and also the English community. So stay tuned for the latest update and also guides for Path of Exile 2. And of course, this is going to be a big month for us. And I'll try to bring you guys all of the latest content and also guides for Path of Exile 2 to come.